All right, this is the second look at applications of quadratic functions, and I've already written up the question we're going to try to answer. It reads, the sum of two numbers is 20. Find the numbers if the sum of their squares is a minimum. So if we just dive right in, we can say, well, we got two numbers here. If we add them up, okay, we're going to get 20, because it says the sum of two numbers is 20. And we also want to try to minimize the sum of their squares. Now, the sum of their squares would look like this: x squared plus y squared. Okay, it doesn't equal anything because it equals different numbers depending on your choice for x and y. But this is the function that we want to try to minimize. We can call it f. Okay, so we're going to try to make a minimum of this function here. And right now what we have is too many variables on the right side. So what I'm going to do is on the side here, I am going to isolate y. I'm just going to move the x to the right side by subtracting it. So I'm going to take y is equal to 20 minus x, and I'm going to put that in for the y in my function. So where that y squared is, I have 20 minus x now being squared. So now I don't have two variables on the right side. I just have one variable. So this is the function. And I'm going to try to minimize that. And I know that minimums occur at the vertex. So the real job now is we want to figure out where the vertex is, and specifically what x value the vertex has. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning this up now. I'm going to start by expanding out this stuff on the right side. So this is 20 minus x times itself. So I got a little bit of cleanup here to do. Okay, so that means that I've got x squared, and then I'm going to have plus, now I'm going to get 20 times 20, so that's 400. Then I get a 20 times negative x, so that's a negative 20x. And then negative x times 20, so I get another one of these. And finally, negative x times negative x, which is positive x squared. Okay, so I'm just going to clear the screen here. I'm going to write all those terms at the top. So we have, for our function, we have an x squared and another x squared, so that's 2x squareds. Then there was a negative 20x and another negative 20x, so that's negative 40x. And then we also had the number 400. So there's our quadratic function. And we want to find the vertex. Well, no better way to find the vertex than our old buddy, the vertex formula. So we're going to plug in the vertex formula. Well, we better actually, I'm going to label what is A, B, and C before I dive into the formula. Okay, so A is 2, B is negative 40, and C is 400. Okay, so in the beginning, I'm going to need a negative B. Now, B is a negative number, so I always like to just rewrite it with brackets so I kind of see what's going on. And then on the bottom, I have 2 times A. All right. Now, then we have C, which is 400, minus, and then we've got B squared, so negative 40 squared, all over 4 times A. Now, here's the thing. I don't really need the y coordinate here. Really, all I'm interested in is the x coordinate of the vertex. So that's all I'm really going to work out. So I've got positive 40 over 4. Well, guess what? It is 10. That tells me one of my numbers, x, is 10. And to get the other number, the y number, I'm simply going to refer back to when I rearranged, we had y equals 20 minus x. Okay, so now I'm going to put the 10 in there because I know that x is 10 for the minimum value. And we end up with a y being 10 as well. And so there's my two numbers. So one of the numbers is 10, and the other number is also 10. And we've answered the question. So we are done with this example.